know, if you've been watching the news, I was watching Good Morning America this morning, there's a little bit of money madness going on. Yeah. Investors are worried. Maybe you're worried about your money. Well, we have help for you today. Peter Jepson is here, one of the authors of the book, Money, What Financial Experts Will Never Tell You. Welcome to the show.
Well, thank you, Nisha.
Thank you for being here. I opened up, what is this, page 10, and it says, what this book will do for you, and the one that caught my eye, live within your means and still have fun doing it. Is that possible?
Of course.
How do you do that?
Wouldn't you say that money's emotional?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
So my approach is to teach people how to control their emotions. It's not about math or accounting. Mm-hmm. We think it is, but really the key is getting in control of your emotions.
So for example, what? Where do I need to control my emotion? Like walking into Nordstrom and going, the shoes. Like, is that when I need to get a grip?
Wouldn't you say that there's a lot of debt?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Sure. Absolutely.
Now, did you know that last year in Utah there were more households declared bankruptcy than any state?
Why do you think that is? Why Utah?
Because they don't control their spending. See, the foundation is to control spending. Because wouldn't you say that where you get your credit card debt and your consumer debt comes from the way you spend? Mm-hmm. So if you think about it, spending really sets us up. For example, let's suppose you're approaching retirement. You don't have control of your spending. How will your retirement be?
But how do you get control? How do you start to not spend?
Oh, that's a marvelous question. The key is to go back to see where you've been spending. So we take inventory of where you spent your money for the last 12 months and then forecast forward. We call it building a spending plan. For example, budgets don't work. Budgets are like, I can't have this, I can't have this, and it's
they totally make me in a bad mood. It's a diet for money.
Exactly.
I don't like budgets.
Exactly.
But part of the big thing that's going on right now is the mortgage crisis, and everybody needs to live in a house. But do a lot of people live in a house that's way above their means?
When they don't have an idea of how their spending is, their income and their spending, then they buy too big of a house because they haven't even thought about it. They just go in.
What is the amount that you should look at when you're spending a house? Should you say 3 times your income? Should you say 2? What do you look at? What is that magic figure?
Marty, the better approach is to build the big program. For example, we say, here's my income, and then let's spend it on paper before we even do it.
Oh, okay.
And so when you build a budget, you're always identifying what you can't have, and people don't live that way. It's very negative. And a spending plan, and that's what I purport, a spending plan, please.
Not a budget.
Not a budget.
A spending plan.
When you build a spending plan, then you can have anything you want. You just can't have everything you want. And so isn't it a matter of prioritizing?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so if they did the house before they prioritized, they're going to have failure.
So is that why everybody's foreclosing now?
Correct.
Okay.
I like the line in the book, too, that you say, remember, it matters not much how, well, it doesn't matter how much you make, because I think that's what a lot of people say, well, I don't make enough money. It only matters how well you manage that money.
See, we've done a lot of studies. When people get a pay raise, it isn't long before the money's gone.
They adjust.
That's right. I had a physician call me from Florida a week ago, and he said, gosh, Peter, I've got to go to Iraq. I've been called up. I said, how much do you make? He said, $100,000 a month. I said, that's a lot of money. He said, but I'm going to go to $29,000 a year within a few weeks. He said, I have an airplane, 7 cars, 3 homes. He said, I have all this equipment in my doctor's office. He said, what am I going to do? Now, that's a lot of money, and yet he had to file bankruptcy.
Wow.
So it doesn't matter of how much money, it's what do you do with it. And that means, Marty, prioritizing.
That's very He's been called the Dr. Phil of finance.
I like
Peter Jepson.
Nisha, that's a nice.
Peter Jepson, he wrote Money, What Financial Experts Will Never Tell You. This is the book. Where can you get it?
You can get it Amazon.com. You can call our website. It's moneymastery.com. We just, it's quite a different approach. I've got to say, it's not like anything you know. This is all about psychological training. So it's not accounting.
You have to change your thought process.
I think we can
change your thought process. Guess what,
right.
audience? You all get a copy of the book. And for you at home, we don't want to leave you out. If you would like a copy of the book, log on to our website, abc4.com. Click on contest. Peter's been nice enough to bring us 20 books to give away to our viewers out there too. Peter, thank you so much for being here.
Nisha, can I add this? In the book that I'm giving out today, and also on the website, is a little assessment. Just 12 questions, and you can rank yourself and see how you're doing with your own personal finance.
Well, it gives you a snapshot. Well, it gives you a little snapshot
Yeah,
of where you
exactly.
are right now.
Thank you.
So that's a lot of
appreciate
fun.
it.